Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to your online section of the African American experience. I am your professor for the semester. My name is Dr. Rounds, and the purpose of this video is to just introduce you to the course and to explain to you how we will be conducting it. Now, this is not something I usually do. Send videos. In fact, over the course of the semester, you will only get two, maybe three videos from me, and they'll never be recorded lectures. That's not something that I utilize in this course. What do we do instead then? Well, that's what this video is going to run through. Um, for sake of time, I won't go over, kind of who I am and my personal journey and how I got here to South Carolina State. Only to let you know that for my entire career, my expertise has been in African American history. So this course is right in my wheelhouse. It's one that I enjoy instructing every semester, and hopefully, you will find something of enjoyment in it as well. And short of that, you'll learn something. Um, uh, Online courses, as you may know, sometimes what you get out of them is what you are willing to put into them. Now, I'm just going to run through the syllabi, which is available on the Blackboard page for this course. And the Blackboard page is going to be the lifeblood of this course. It's what we are going to be using to administer this class. This is a true online class. Obviously, there are no physical meetings and there are no virtual meetings. There are no Zoom meetings. There are no recorded lectures, anything like that. I will be providing you each week with material, and it will be your responsibility to make your way through that material and to do the assignments and the quizzes that are posted in response to that material. And I'll show you in this video how I will be getting all of that information to you. I'm going to spend just a few minutes going through certain parts of the syllabi. There's my name, there's my contact information. If you need to get in touch with me about anything regarding this course, email is definitely the way to go. My office phone number is listed there. My office phone, I don't even know. I can't even get into the voicemail. All right. So, if you need to get in touch with me, email me. You can take your chances and try to find me in my office. Um, but email really is kind of the best way to go, I think, for both of us. Now, if this was an in-person, class meeting, we would spend about 10 minutes or so talking about why this course is so important. I mean, why is it that the powers that be decide that everybody at South Carolina State has to take this course? I will be real brief about that. We are living in a time when the uncensored teaching of African American history is certainly discouraged. In some places, and in some ways, it's even prohibited. Now, it's like there's a war going on against the teaching of history in general, and African American history in particular. That sounds like a lot, and it sounds like I'm exaggerating. But assignment number one that we'll get to, in the first couple weeks of the course, it's going to bring that into stark relief. So it's always good to know the history of who you are and where you came from. But at this particular point in American history, African American history culture. I don't know that it has been of such importance in several generations. There's no required textbook for this course. Everything is free. All the stuff that you will have to read, it's all online. It's all free access. I'll provide it to you. You don't have to buy a thing. You're spending enough money on your education. I'm not going to add that. There's some stuff here that you don't have to worry about, frankly. All right. So there is a course schedule on the syllabi. Now, all this stuff that is listed here is also going to be listed elsewhere on the Blackboard page. But if you are somebody like me who wants to have like all their due dates written down and know what's coming up on the horizon, might be of some use to you. Methods of evaluation, that is how your grade is going to be determined. Over the course of the semester, we'll have 4 quizzes. All of them are done electronically. All of them are open notes. You'll have 4 written assignments. The written assignments are, manageable. 2 pages, 3 pages. And my goal with the written assignments especially is to show you how the studying of African American history is very important and relevant for the world in which we live in. That's my goal as a historian, is to show you that this stuff is not about a bunch of dead people, dead presidents and senators who lived a long time ago, and who cares. Hopefully you'll see how this stuff is relevant, and it's being rewritten and reshaped before our very eyes. There are also 2 projects. Now, the first project is due in March. The second one is due in finals week. So I'm not going to really talk about them right now. But just to kind of, calm anxieties, the projects really are just kind of slightly more in-depth assignments. They're nothing crazy. They're little presentations or papers. You'll have options on them, which is always nice for a student. And they're just a little bit more, I think, involved in fun than the assignments are. Listen, plagiarism, submitting somebody else's work, using AI, all that stuff. Hopefully, by now that is all academic misconduct. I'm not going to worry about it until that problem presents itself. What I do want to emphasize is what is written here in red, in boldface, in italicized, so it's important, because this is the one thing that is the biggest headache for me every semester. So I'll read it verbatim. For full credit, all coursework is due on the date specified on the course syllabi and on Blackboard. Late work, if submitted within a 24-hour period after the due date, will be accepted for no more than 75% credit. After that point, however, after 24 hours, you're not getting any credit. Stuff is due when it's due for a reason. Now, if you are experiencing hardship, personal hardship, medical hardship, if there are reasons, legitimate reasons that you can verify about why you weren't able to get work in on time, just let me know. And I'm pretty good about granting extensions, because you never, life happens. God forbid a loved one dies, you get in a car accident, it happens every semester. And I don't want my class to be adding to your stress, and your hardship. So if something does happen, let me know and we'll work it out. But that aside, it's your responsibility to get work in when it is due. And here's the thing. Let's say something is due January 30th, just as an example, okay? It will be posted on Blackboard until January 31st. After that point, you won't be able to do it. Unless, again, you contact me because you have had something happen. And then, we'll decide whether, it's a verifiable reason, and we can give you an extension, and I can let you turn the work in. But yeah, get your work in on time. Okay, so how am I going to get all this work to you? Simple. I'm going to switch to a student preview mode here to show you what the Blackboard page will look like to you. Very clean, right? To find all your course content, just go to the tab here that says Assignments and Course Content, and it's all there. Or at least I've posted like almost the first half of the class, all the weekly material. The first 2 assignments have been posted. The quizzes they're there, but there's nothing in it yet. Quizzes, I usually add the questions like a week before they're due. And that's just because I change up the questions a little bit from semester to semester. So there's nothing in there yet, but there will be. And like I said, I will be emailing you once a week, probably Sunday afternoon. And I'll just be giving you a rundown of what it is that I want you to review for that week. What topic we are on and what assignments or quizzes might be coming up. So, for instance, the first week, that is to say next week, the topic we will be covering is the transatlantic slave trade. So you'll just go to that week in course content, and you see there's a place to access the material. And what it will bring up is this. Now, is this cutting edge? Nope. Is this particularly exciting? No. I mean, it is for me because I love the material, but there's nothing sexy about this, right? It's just a Google Doc. But you know what? It works 100% of the time. And not only does it get you all the notes that I want you to know, or the material that I want you to read through. Obviously, I like to use images. And any links that I would show you were we meeting in class, they're right there too. Little things I want you to take a look at that kind of add, some extra info to all this other knowledge here. And so from week to week, when I ask you to kind of review the material for a particular topic, yeah, that's what you do. Now, remember, when it comes to quizzes, you'll be able to have this stuff available. Open notes, open content, open source. So, if you are conscientious, you can do very well in this class. I've always had really good experience with online classes. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but the grades in my online classes are usually notably better than my grades in the in-person classes. I'm not sure if that means anything, or what it means, but my point is that I've always had a good experience with these courses, and I think that we're set up for that to continue this semester. Um, I do want to note one more thing, and this will be in the same email that you're getting this video in. The assignments in this class are pretty self-explanatory. The only one that's a little different is assignment number 1. It's just a little bit confusing, maybe because of the source. So I'll be sending you another short video about that assignment, which is due. Oh, sorry, I X'd out here. It's the first thing that is due for the course, and it is due by midnight on. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong one. By midnight on January 26th. So 9 days from when I will be posting this video. All the stuff, all the assignments, all the quizzes, by the way, they're all due on midnight on the day that is listed. So quiz 1 due on midnight, by midnight on February 2nd, and so forth as we go throughout the semester. I'm sure there is stuff that I'm leaving out that I will think of as soon as I close out of this video, but hopefully that gives you kind of a sense of what we will be doing. I will be emailing you this weekend to kind of remind you just about getting into the material on the transatlantic slave trade and reminding you again about the assignment. So until then, I hope you are having a positive first week back, and good luck. God bless.